back here on the show. It's me, Hugh, and Daniel Katz, of course, joining us here.
It's okay.
What?
No, I'll keep my hat.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, whatever you want, Dan.
Yeah.
We have Mariah Barrett joining us here. And Mariah, great to have you here. Welcome.
Thank you so much for inviting me. Great to meet you both.
Yeah. Thanks. And you brought some samples here. I got this one here. Daniel, you got a different one over there?
Is it on my face?
Is that one lemony? Because I haven't even opened it yet. But
the one you're holding is lemony.
Oh, do you want to trade?
Smells chocolatey.
Oh, I like this one. I don't want to give it away.
They're both based in cacao butter, so they're both going to be a little bit chocolatey.
Okay.
Oh, is it? I love the smell.
Let me smell that one down.
It smells the bouquet, like it's like wine testing in a way.
That is
I like this one better.
our manly moisturizing product.
I'm keeping this one here.
Hugh, I can get you another sample.
You know what? Because it's got the what's that other stuff that smells in there? Let me guess it. Patchouli.
Yes.
That's what I like is the patchouli.
All right, so I will get you another sample, so you guys don't have to fight over it.
Well.
All right, there you go.
All right.
Like
Perfect.
two little brothers fighting over things.
Now, Mariah, you're going to be at the Raw Vegan Festival this weekend as well?
Yes.
Is that right? So now what's your main thing? What are you going to be displaying or talking about there?
What we are showcasing at the show is this line of skincare products called Raw Gaia, and they are manufactured in Brighton, UK. They are a raw vegan product line, so 90 to 99% of the ingredients in all of the moisturizers are completely raw. And then we also have a line of cleansers and toners that are based on floral waters and essential oils, and everything is 100% plant-based. So there are no fillers, no waxes, nothing like that. It's all plant and...
Just curious, venture into the realm of the enemy for a second. I'm just having a little fun. But let's say Dove or one of these other products, or Chanel 5. Well, no, that's more perfume. But whatever products out there that are considered very good, is it mostly all those things that these don't have, or in terms of the ingredients? Is it? It's not plant-based. I haven't checked on these things as much.
They test them on rabbits, Dan.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right. Okay.
Well, personally, I mean, I wouldn't want to put down any other product line because some people are loyal to their Chanel, and their favorite product lines can be very effective.
Right.
However, the issue that I have with the cosmetics industry is toxic and carcinogenic ingredients that are used in skincare products and body care products. So I don't want to single out a particular company, and I know that a lot of retailers and manufacturers are moving towards a more natural product ingredient base. I personally would like to see that happen faster, because it's not really about brand or company. It's more about people's health, right? So of course I want my company to do well, but I also care about, if somebody is loyal to their brand, if they're already using these products, I would want to see companies move towards more natural ingredients.
And I guess there would be I'll just be a second on this, but there would just be, I guess, the argument on whoever the brand is to say, well, we may have certain carcinogens, but they're very a minute amount, and then of course the other side would say no, any amount is dangerous, and then we don't have really any proof of what the results are of this so many years down the road of using whatever.
We actually do. There's a really great book out there called Our Stolen Future, and it's all about what different chemical compounds can do to our hormone producing glands, so our endocrine systems.
Okay.
And 1/1,000,000,000th of a carcinogen can actually cause serious damage.
So that's where it gets a bit scary, even if they say, oh, we only, it's like people saying, way off topic analogy, but, oh, we're just doing fracking, but we're doing it in a safe way, or we're doing, the oil sands, but we're doing it in a safe way.
It's only a small amount of radiation we're releasing today.
So, crazy analogy, but.
Well, I think, though, too, is that, we're always learning about what we're doing wrong. There was one time when we thought, well, I won't say, we're learning, this, smoking, right? At one time it was actually healthy, right? Doctors would recommend different brands.
Yeah.
But we learned that it's not healthy. But here you are, and you guys are taking a health positive approach from the very beginning. But I had a specific question, because you mentioned that all the ingredients are raw. And this being a raw vegan festival, my question for you is, when it comes to cosmetics, what is the value of having raw ingredients because you're not actually eating this stuff. But what's the benefit of the raw ingredients in cosmetics?
Well, our skin is our largest organ. So the same benefits that we would get from raw vegan nutrition, so from eating cacao butter, can also translate into applying these products onto our skin. For example, cacao butter is really high in antioxidants. So when we apply these products to our skin, they help our skin get all of the nutrients that it needs to basically heal itself. So it's not the product per se that's doing the healing, but our body is taking in nutrients and thus being able to regenerate itself.
That's no, that makes very good sense. And how did you? Where's this 1%? You said 99%. So what is the 1% that may not be true to so-called natural, but it probably is very necessary? The 1% that you have to do whatever.
All of the ingredients are natural. So the small percentage that isn't raw are the essential oils. So
you need those. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. So Raw Gaia, I personally love their ethics. They make really great decisions when it comes to their product sourcing. So they've chosen to go with a distillation process for sourcing their essential oils as opposed to using a solvent. So had they used a solvent, that would have kept the essential oils raw. But because they distill plants to obtain the essential oils, there is heat involved. So those are the only components in these products that are not raw.
But it sounds like if you use a solvent, you might actually get some of that solvent might end up in the product. So in a sense, you're getting a more pure oil doing it this way.
Right, exactly. And because the concentration is very small and it's natural, it's not a chemical compound, it really doesn't offset the beneficial properties of the raw ingredients.
Wow, it sounds like you got your PhD in all this. How did you get involved with it yourself?
Well, personally, I've been eating a mostly raw vegan diet for the past 10 years. And going into business, I currently distribute raw vegan lifestyle products such as spiral slicers, manual juicers, and other household items that are necessary to make a raw vegan diet convenient. So going into skincare and personal care products, I wanted to find a product that is raw. And did some research and found out about Raw Gaia. They are a family-owned business based out of Brighton, UK. Had some conversations with them, and I really love the fact that they're really committed to their values. So they're doing this for the right reasons. Of course, any company wants to earn a profit and make money at what they're doing, but they put their ethics first. So they don't test on animals. They're registered with the Vegan Society. They source their products ethically. They try to ensure that everything is fair trade. For example, their shea butter is sourced from a women's co-op in Ghana, and the women that produce the shea butter are paid fair prices for the product that they make. So
it's not just the ingredients; it's the ethics of Raw Gaia as well. That's which is important, right? It's the intent. It's so important. Okay, now at the festival this weekend, do you have a booth, or what's when people are there attending, what can they expect when they walk down the aisle? And
yes, we have a booth, and we'll have samples available for people to try. We'll have the Raw Gaia product line on display, and we'll also be promoting a really great event that we're hosting in July that basically combines entertainment with education about the benefits of vegan nutrition.
What's that?
It's called the Love in Your Life Celebration, and we have brought on board a artist named Frank Ryan, who's a local Toronto singer. He lives in Toronto, but he's from Dublin, Ireland, and he'll be performing his brand of soulful rock. So we're basically making this a really fun educational experience where people can come enjoy themselves, network, and learn about healthy natural products, vegan nutrition, trauma healing strategies. I personally specialize in talking about combining trauma healing with a change in diet and lifestyle as well.
Now, do you have a date for that yet in July?
That's July 13th.
And do we know where that's going to be yet?
That is going to be at the Al Green Theatre reception space. So that
nice place, that Spadina and Bloor.
Yes.
July 13th.
And can people get tickets now, or can they get tickets maybe this weekend at the festival?
Yes, we're actually selling tickets at the festival, and tickets are available on our website through Ticketfly.
You know, I wanted to ask you, because I read in your bio that you're sort of a little bit of a anti-GMO activist. Can you just talk
Yes.
about that? Because why did you get involved in that, and why should we be against GMOs?
Oh, you know what? This is one of my favorite topics, so I'm glad you brought it up. I personally found out about GMOs when I was very young, in my teen years, and I started buying organic because I wanted to have the choice. So I found out that our food is being modified, and there hasn't been enough testing. Actually, there haven't really been any long-term human health studies to show us that these new organisms are not dangerous to our health. So I just basically wanted to play it safe and eat organic, so that I'm not being used as a lab rat to test these new products. And that has gone on in my personal life for 10 years, so I've stayed away from GMOs as much as possible. In terms of activism work, I've worked with small grassroots organizations in Serbia. So I've been connected with them for the past 5 years, and I recently got involved with activism work in Toronto.
Interesting. So, what do you think? Yeah, I mean, it's starting to really kind of hit the mass consciousness with the. I mean, we had all these Monsanto rallies all around the world. Just last week or something like that.
Yes, May 25th was the global march against Monsanto, and now a lot of other organizations are coming together to do something similar. We also had a Kids Right to Know march. I participated in that with my 8-year-old son, and we were able to meet 14-year-old activist Rachel Parent. She's a true inspiration to me. I absolutely love her, and I'm a big supporter of her work.
Yeah. Actually, I think I saw her give a speech about, because she founded that organization, Kids Rights to Know, right? About Kids' Right to Know about genetically modified organisms in their food, right?
Right.
And so she's pretty inspiring. Is she from Toronto?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe so. I don't know if she's always lived here, but I know that her family does live in Toronto.
We probably want to take a look at these products in just a second, but there was, you mentioned about both of you, Monsanto, and I don't want to be lost in the thing on this trail here, but how is it going with Monsanto? Are they stronger than ever, or has there been a dent made against them, or what's going on with them?
Well, I mean, I think there's definitely what's been going on lately in terms of the marches has caused a huge split. So some people are very much pro-Monsanto, and some people are very much, it's about time that this is happening, and it's about time that it's reached the mainstream.
Yeah.
What I think is that Monsanto has succeeded in uniting millions of people against them. So people who perhaps had their differences in the past, people in areas such as the former Yugoslavia who might not have gotten along because of ethnic or cultural issues, are now all united against Monsanto because they think
a good scapegoat, but it's a worthy scapegoat in a sense, instead of fighting each other and killing each other. But I saw, and I just want to share with you 1 second, I saw a 2-hour film. I was involved with, I think, Marcus was one of our guests in something that had a film showing at the Bloor Cinema about the man with the green thumb. You may not remember, but I thought you were somehow involved. It was about this man that was brought, a retired 80-year-old fellow, to come into India to help with the refarming situations after farmers lost their land because of some involvement with Monsanto, screwed up the land and so on. So I just remember that, and I just realized how major they are in destroying well, I shouldn't talk like that.
Well,
here, or can I? But
well,
anyway.
sure you can.
Yeah,
I mean,
but it was major, the way they just refarmed stuff. It was the same plants. It was massive farming, and then there was no time to germinate or re-establish the the earth, and it was much better with various plants as opposed to all tomatoes
Yeah,
or
of
whatever.
course.
And that's the way
Right,
Monsanto wanted to do
monoculture,
it.
So I think what you're referring to is the revolution in India now, where people are turning towards organics after
Yeah,
having had a negative experience with Monsanto. And what those efforts have proven is that organic agriculture can actually increase crop yields by 20% over what Monsanto had promised the Indian farmers.
Yeah. Plus, it's good for the soil, right?
Yes.
Because you can maybe increase your yields, but if you're losing your soil, then you're not really thinking long term about it.
Right, exactly. Because, I mean, in my opinion, putting plants into our soil that produce pesticides from within themselves is not a very good idea.
No.
Because we're not giving our earth anything that it needs to be able to regenerate from that, right?
And that's how that's their main thing. That's their MO is to put whatever they put into their...
Their MO is a GMO.
That's right.
Dan.
That's
and
what
plus,
I meant, yeah.
You know, but especially when you think about the stress on the bee populations, you know, we need the bees, right? Until they develop the new electronic bee. That can be, you know.
That's right. I like
Run
that. That
from
could
a-
be a poem.
And then we'll be taken over by electronic bees.
Okay, Mariah. So, so people can get a chance to meet you and sample some of these products. Do we want to talk about any of these, or
Just for a few seconds, maybe?
Absolutely,
should-
sure.
yeah.
So I'll start with the cleanser.
Okay.
So this product here is the Skin Divinity Facial Cleanser.
let's get a close up on that.
Let's see.
You might have to hold it. There it is.
Where do I hold
there
it?
you go.
Oh, there we go. Perfect. So this is a spray that is very effective in removing makeup, as well as for men and women. It removes any dirt that we're exposed to during the day. So if we use it at the end of the day as an evening cleanser and just spray it on, wipe off with a cotton pad, we would actually be able to see the dust and various environmental pollutants that come right off our face by using this product.
Good.
And then we have the Floral Face Toner. So this works just like any other toners on the market that might be chemically based. The product actually helps moisturizers absorb into the skin, and it's all based on floral waters and essential oils.
Great.
And then we have a variety of moisturizers here. So we have a For Her Babies moisturizer that contains no essential oils, so it's all cold pressed plant oils. And then a men's line, which I know that you gentlemen would like to try. And a hemp moisturizer that is based on cacao butter, apricot kernel oil, and cold pressed hemp. So
Now,
those
can
three
all
ingredients
those
are cold
three
pressed.
can all those three be put on the face or only for the body?
They're all for the face.
Okay.
Yeah. We do have a line of body products as well, such as the shea butter that I mentioned previously, and a coconut body butter.
Wow.
And then we have our floral rejuvenating cream, which goes along with the floral face toner. So they.
Now,
So-
is that the whole product line, or do you have even more products?
Our entire line is on the website loveinourlivesboutique.com. So
loveinourlivesboutique.com.
Yep.
Okay.
So well, it's actually Raw Gaia's product line, but we distribute it in Canada for them.
Okay, great. And so you'll have these and maybe some of the other products on display this weekend?
Yes.
And great.
Was it love it or love
Love
it?
In. So LOVEIN. OURLIVES.
All right. Now you're going to be there at the Toronto Raw Vegan Festival this weekend, which is, where is it at? It's on at the
918 Bathurst.
918.
Yes.
And that's
Which
the
is-
Buddhist temple.
Yes.
On Bathurst Street, just north of Bloor, right, Dan?
Oh, thank you. Yes, absolutely.
What time does it start on Saturday?
I believe it's 10 o'clock. Our arrival
Yeah.
time is 8, so we have to be there to set up. So pretty sure
Okay.
it's 10.
Okay, great.
10 in the morning,
All
you
right.
mean?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So I
there's
might have to outbuy you.
There's something for you to do
Yeah.
this weekend, Dan. Finally, something for
it.
you to
Leave me
do.
alone. Maybe I'll get one of those too. That looks good. Now, here's a question. What Now, forget about putting those creams in unless you put that toner thing on you first. Like it's like a primer for your
Yes,
face.
exactly.
Oh, right.
Dan,
Okay.
You're going to have to learn all this stuff, Dan.
Yeah, I'm behind the times.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Mariah. Thanks for doing this today. So loveinourlivesboutique.com is the website.
Yes, for the store, and then loveinourlives.com is our main site that has all of our event listings.
Okay, great. And people can sample some of these Raw Gaia products this weekend at the Toronto Raw Vegan Festival. So thanks
Great.
for doing this.
Thank you so much.
Okay. You know what we've got? We've actually, just following up on the GMO discussion, we have Rachel Parent talking about that issue right now. So we're going to watch that little video, and then we're going to come back with, I think Edie Colasar is coming on next. We'll be right back here on Liquid Lunch.
I'm 13 years old, and I'm from Toronto, Canada. And I'm here to talk to you about GMOs and Monsanto. I heard about genetically modified foods when I had to give a speech for my school, and I wasn't sure what to give the speech on, so my mom gave me the idea and told me all about it, and I did that, and then as I started to research it more, I got more interested. A food that has been genetically modified, and they put DNA from animals such as pigs, fish, insects, and humans into the food. They grow them and insert pesticides into the plants without letting anybody know. Monsanto is the creator of genetically modified foods, and they produce all those GM seeds, which are going into all the foods such as Kellogg's and cereals. Well, I feel like they're not giving us the rights that we should have. They're taking my human rights away as a person, and I don't feel that that's right. So I feel that they need to be stopped or put labels on their foods. It's a free country, right? So we should have human rights, and we should be able to choose what food we want to eat. After all, we're not lab rats, and we need our choices to be clear, so they need to label GMOs and let everybody know what they're eating. I say that Monsanto is the worst company there is out there because they're suing farmers, taking our human rights away, and not giving us a choice of what we eat. I would love to see the Stop Monsanto movie made because I think it would definitely be a step forward, and it would create awareness so that people could definitely choose what they wanted to eat and get into researching it more. If you want to hear more about my thoughts, you can follow me on Twitter @Rachel's News, or you can follow me on YouTube.